Hey guys, welcome to the Wealth for Real YouTube channel, going live at about 3 o'clock on Monday, August 5th, 2024. Just had to do it, guys. Had to come out here for a few minutes and just share my thoughts on what's going on in the markets the last few days. Definitely been posting content since last Thursday when the first down day occurred, August 1st. Continued on August 2nd. Now you got day 3 on August 5th. So I just had to go live and kind of throw a few thoughts at you here, let you know what I'm up to and what I'm thinking about and doing and that sort of thing. Just, trying to figure it out as I go along, just like most of you are. Don't really know anything special about what's coming. Just trying to put 2 and 2 together, look at some of the historical references that I've got, some insight from, the 2008 recession, stuff like that. So I'll share that with you both right now and as I go along and develop it. Big macro thought, guys, I just want to get off the table right away is if you lived through 2008, if you were an adult, use the word loosely as like if you were working and you were affected closely or sharply by the 2008 recession, you've got to kind of feel that eerie sense of like history rhyming, right? You basically had a situation in 2008 where, some things that happened in the first half of the year that didn't look so good. Of course, you had the subprime housing meltdown that was going on since like 06, 07. But really, it was in September 2008 when Lehman Brothers collapsed. I think it was right around the middle of September. That really felt like the seminal event at the time. I remember exactly where I was. I was in the car. I was doing some stuff for Mass Mutual at the time. And I just remember kind of stopping and listening to the radio and being like, wow, Lehman Brothers went down. This is going to affect everything. And just didn't have a real clean perspective on the whole macro event at that time. But Lehman, in mid-September 08, felt like something big, felt like something really big was coming and was going to persist. And of course, it did for several years after that. So when you look at the big setup leading up to 2008, it's first, right? So when you look at that, Harris is going to have to answer for that. She's going to be saddled with it because she basically has already coupled herself to Biden's economic policies. I don't know how she couldn't, right? I mean, she had to, right? So she's stuck with it. Now she's got to explain it, answer for it. And if people's 401ks are down 20, 30, 40% by November, I don't know how, in God's name, she would have any chance in this election. Again, I'm very apolitical here, guys. I have no love for either party. Standing back as somebody who really wants to see the Federal Reserve abolished. So call me a lowercase libertarian in that regard. But I really believe that if this is what I think it is, Harris's election hopes are already doomed. It just feels like McCain, Bush 2008. So that's just kind of my big macro take on what's happening. I don't see how it could turn into anything else. So that was one thing I want to get off my chest with you guys. Just giving you a sense of what I'm doing right now and kind of reacting to this kind of feels like, I don't know if you guys ever seen the movie Point Break. This kind of feels like Bodie at the end of the movie, like in the handcuffs, like, let me go and catch this one big wave. I mean, as I near 50 years old, this might be the last one I can ever catch where I'm going to make substantial gains that then actually benefit me in my lifetime versus, let's say, doing something generational or making gains that just get passed on to the next generation. So this feels like the kind of situation that we're always told. You've got to have the dry powder. You've got to have some cash ready to go. You've got to be ready to dive in. You've got to be ready to buy the stocks on the cheap when everybody else is selling them off at, minus 20, minus 30, minus 40, minus 50%. So I see this, guys, as that big wave that I missed in 2008 just wasn't properly oriented.